If you were to move into a new house, what is the first thing that you would do? I wonder whether you would do what little Eddie Brown did. Who was Eddie Brown? Well, here's Eddie Brown's story. The Brown family lived in the city. They had lived in the city for a long time. But Mr. Brown didn't like the city. Mr. Brown was tired of the city. He wanted to live in the country. So Mr. Brown bought a home in the country. The Brown family decided to move. Now, little 7-year-old Eddie Brown was very excited. Little Eddie knew that he would like the country. There would be plenty of sunshine in the country. There would be plenty of room to play games. There would be horses, cows, and chickens. Oh, Eddie expected to have lots of fun. Little Eddie could hardly wait until the family would move to their new home in the country. Moving day finally came. Eddie and the family said goodbye to the city. They were on their way to their new home in the country. Well, the family rode and rode and rode. At long last, the auto stopped in front of a large white house. Yes, the large white house was to be their new home in the country. The father, the mother, and the 2 girls went first to the kitchen. But little Eddie Brown didn't go to the kitchen. Oh no, little Eddie went upstairs. Eddie went from one room to the other. He opened every door. He seemed to be looking for something. Well, Eddie finally found what he wanted. Stairs! Stairs leading up to the attic. Eddie climbed every stair and found himself at the top of the house. Eddie was in the attic. Now there were 6 windows in the attic, 3 on each side of the house. Eddie walked over to one of the windows. He lifted the window, stuck out his head, looked up at the sky, and waved his hand. "Look, God," said Eddie. "We live here now." Now, you may think that that was a strange thing for Eddie to do. Well, it was strange. But do you know why Eddie climbed to the top of the house? Why, Eddie wanted to get near God. Eddie wanted to be sure that God would hear him. Eddie wanted God to know just where he lived. Eddie wanted God to watch over him in the country, just as he had watched over him in the city. Of course, you boys and girls know that Eddie didn't have to make that trip to the attic. You know that God is everywhere. God is not only in the sky, but God is also down on this earth. God is in the city, and God is in the country. God is in China, Africa, Australia. God is all over America. God is in your home, in your school, on the street, on the playground. God is in our church. No matter where you go, God is there too. God is everywhere. Do you know what I liked about Eddie Brown? Eddie's first thought in his new home was about God. God was first with Eddie. I wonder whether God comes first with you. Do you get up with God in the morning and say your prayers? Do you talk to God before you eat? Before you study, before you begin your work in school, do you talk first to God? When things go wrong, do you ask God to help you? Do you go to God before you jump into bed at night? If you don't do these things, boys and girls, then God does not come first with you. Don't let that happen. Remember, God is everywhere. Make God your companion. If God is with you, you will not fail. If God is with you, you will never make a mistake.